Yes, fight fans, body and mind, sports, my people. You are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. First, I just want to say apologies if you guys can't see me properly, if the picture is that bad, my guys, because I'm sitting in a room where I'm in front of a huge window and the sun is just absolutely glaring, my guys, my people. So I've maneuvered myself and the camera to get the best viewing possible for you guys. But you know, do bear with me, even if it's not exactly suited to your liking. Do bear with me, my guys, and let's get into the nitty-gritty of the news so far. We know that on Tuesday, Terence Bud Crawford announced his retirement from the sport of boxing. He is 38 years old and he retires undefeated, 42 wins, no losses, 0 draws, 31 coming via KO, and a 5-division champ, my guys, my people. On that standing, that slots him right into the short list of elite fighters who in their career have gone on to defeat, or should I say gone on to conquer 5 divisions or more. I'm talking names like Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Floyd Mayweather, of course, and last but not least, Terence Bud Crawford, my guys, my people, who there is something special about Crawford that separates him from the other fighters, and that is in 3 of those weight classes he is undisputed in 3 separate divisions, my guys. The only man to do so in the 4-belt era. He has set the bar so high, it's gonna be so hard for somebody to even match it, let alone try to even conceive trying to beat that record, my guys. Such is the greatness of Terence Bud Crawford, my guys, my people, who will be retiring a unified champion. Should have been undisputed, but the WBC stripped him at 168 pounds. But he is still the ring champion when he retired and undefeated. So in my eyes, he is still undisputed until there is a new undisputed and we are forced to move on. Right? So time dictates this one, my guys, my people. So yeah, in my eyes, still very much undisputed, my guys, my people. That said, I found Crawford's retirement speech very interesting, but something I took away was the fact that he was always in his journey chasing that feeling that he got when people would doubt him when he set out to achieve something, my guys, my people, and every time he would show up and prove everybody wrong. I just love the fact that that was his drive, you know, because that in itself is very uncomfortable for most people to be in, because you are in a situation where people are constantly hating on you. Rarely, but yeah, for him it was absolute motivation and it drove him to the highest heights, my guys. That's something commendable. I clap there, my guys. Yeah, but that is absolutely commendable, my guys, my people. Yeah, I hope he enjoys his retirement to his absolute best, my guys. Congratulations to Terence Bud Crawford on his retirement. But look, as a fan, we are selfish, aren't we? And I believe even though Crawford is 38 years old, still he is so well preserved as an athlete. I believe he still has at least 1.5, 2 whole years left in him before he retires. That means until 40, right? But only he would know his body ultimately, even though he was actually trying to give us more. He was trying to go down to 160 pounds and conquer that division. If not for Janibek Alimkanali, IBF and WBO champion, popping dirty. And as things stands, he could get stripped and the titles fragment. So you know the difficulties that pose for Crawford, because at his age, go around collecting every belt in the division one by one from 4 separate champions? Come on, as we know, Father Time is absolutely undefeated, my guys, and that is so damn true, my guys, my people. So yeah, the options for Crawford for fights, it's not really there. It's not there. And this is something that I covered in a separate video, my guys, my people. But look, you guys aren't watching, so you're missing out. You are missing out, my guys, my people. Now, with that said, right, there was the talk of Canelo wanting a rematch, but as we know, Crawford, he wanted 100 million for the rematch, for a fight that fight fans are not looking for, because we envisage it to turn out more or less the same, maybe worse for Canelo, who actually said that in the first fight he just couldn't find a formula to figure out Crawford. He couldn't adjust to the style of Crawford, my guys, my people. So with that said, will people even tune into the rematch? And that is what Turkey and Al Sheikh and the Saudis are trying to figure out. You know, whether, you know, the show, the rematch can make enough to even justify, you know, Crawford, or justify or warrant giving Crawford 100 million, my guys, my people. Yeah, can Crawford himself, is he big enough a name even now that he has beaten Canelo to carry the show for himself? Because Canelo's stock, it has taken a hit, my guys. Or has it? Or has it? Right? Or has it? Because Canelo has lost twice before, and that has never affected his value. Not really. He's still gone on to sell huge with fighters that were not accomplished. Like who? Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga, my guys, my people. So yeah, maybe the Crawford loss might not affect things after all. And these are two legends with cult followings. We have to consider that. And also, the network, they are going to be fighting on Netflix, my guys, my people, which does not rely on pay-per-view, my guys, my people. So if this goes on Netflix, they don't rely on pay-per-view. It's very likely the same 40,000 that tuned in for the first fight might tune in again. Maybe slightly less, maybe more. But I would say the Saudis are going to possibly be looking to make more. Was that first fight even considered successful? Maybe, maybe not, because I can't compare it to pay-per-view. I'm like in limbo on this one. I don't know. Right, but let's see if the Saudis can figure it out, because the fact that it is on Netflix and that Canelo and Crawford are cult names, Canelo taking losses, not really damaging his brand, right? So yeah, the Saudis and Turkey will have to figure this one out, and if they do, right, maybe they can come up with a deal, right? The way I'm seeing it, if they can, you know, meet terms with meet Crawford's terms, we could see Crawford back out of retirement. We may well could, my guys, my people. But that said, I hope Crawford enjoys his retirement to the fullest. He deserves it, my guys, my people. Pay him his 100 million or let him stay retired in peace. And that is what I say. Big up Terence Bud Crawford. Now, with that said, my guys, my people, let's move on to the joke matchup of the year. Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, or is it Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua? It is the A side, my guys, my people. But look, this fight here, aside from the 70 million purse set aside for Joshua, nothing comes out of this unless he knocks out Jake Paul in 2 rounds maximum, my guys, my people. So that the eyes that will witness what happened to Jake, well, that would cause a snowball effect, right? Those eyes would follow AJ to his upcoming fights in 2026, Tyson Fury, possibly the biggest fight of the decade, my guys, my people, being one of those fights. Isn't that amazing, right? So this is somewhat some early promotion, and also a way for AJ to gain a winning momentum going into those fights, my guys, my people. So yeah, seems just right for AJ because he's not losing. So this is not going to damage his legacy at all, my guys, my people. But that winning momentum that he would get is great for him, because what is coming off over a year's layoff now, and from a devastating loss, my guys, my people. So yeah, it is much needed. The confidence that he will get from that as well would be great. But yeah, I don't see Jake Paul with a chance, not even a puncher's chance. If I'm 100% honest, I've always maintained that, my guys, my people. But they are relying on the loss to Daniel Dubois, possibly drew some confidence from his loss earlier on to Andy Ruiz as well, my guys, my people. That AJ is chinny, he's weak-minded, that they have resorted to playing huge, expensive psychological games, my guys, my people. One of them being, well, they have been based almost entirely on the Daniel Dubois, on Daniel Dubois. You know, Jake Paul having his latest signing, Caroline Dubois, fighting on the card. It's like mind games, right? They want to put that devastating loss, they want it etched in AJ's head, right? They're trying to wreck him psychologically, my guys, my people. And of course, the rumors that he was working with Don Charles, the man that helped to orchestrate the Anthony Joshua's loss at the hand of Dubois, the man that trained Dubois, my guys, my people. So yeah, the mind games, very, very serious. And I made the video that, look, Jake Paul is going to pay for all of these mind games. He is going to pay for even trying to test such as Anthony Joshua, a future first ballot Hall of Famer. That is his experience. This young man's experience, who only has 12 fights, 1 loss, no draws. I can't even remember how many knockouts. I just don't think he's got enough power to trouble AJ at all. I've not seen it in any of his fights, my guys, my people. Anthony Joshua, 28 wins, 4 losses, 0 draws, and I believe 24 coming via KO or 25. Look at the vast difference in experience, my guys, my people. Skill-wise, AJ trumps him. Physicality, I'm talking about dimensions. Weight, come on. 6 inches arm reach. Or is it 5? Actually 6 inches in difference arm reach. Right? AJ is 6'6" tall. Jake Paul 6'1", 5 inches in height difference. Jake Paul is shitting his pants and he doesn't want to let the world know. He's hiding it behind bravado, right? Such as we saw in the first face-off, where he's staring directly in front of, well, he's staring at AJ's chest, trying to make it look extra, you know, trying to make AJ look, he's just trying to make the picture look stupid, like a kid. That's what he's trying to do, my guys, my people. Trying to feed on AJ's size, trying to feed on this shock factor. Wow, look at what he's fighting. He's fighting an absolute giant, my guys, my people. That, and then in the final face off after the weigh-in, my guys, my people, Jake Paul right in the face off, the way he's pushing out his belly, come on, clowning the whole thing. We know, we all know what clowning is about. You're trying to hide the fear, the nerves that you're under. This guy's sweating buckets, but because it's his show, right? It is his show. MVP Promotions and Netflix, they are the promoters. He is the A side. He's got his fighters on the card, right? Mr. MVP Promotion, Jake Paul, my guys, my people. So he has to put on this pretense, this show to the world. But once the bell rings and it's just him and Anthony Joshua in that ring, I am telling you, the heart palpitations that are going to hit him, he is going to know what time it is, boy. That is waking up time, right? He ain't gonna need no coffee to wake him up. Anthony Joshua's presence alone, my guys, my people. The amount of hyperventilation that is going to be just coming off of this guy. Listen, oh man, Listen, I don't feel sorry for him. I feel exactly like what Eddie Hearn feels, and that is on Friday he's going to get his comeuppance, and that's what I want him to get. Funny that Eddie Hearn was the man that brought him into boxing. Well, I wouldn't say brought him in, but gave him his first opportunity when he fought Anderson Gibb in the undercard of his brother Logan Paul and KSI 2. That was a matchroom event, my guys, my people. See how things work? Going full circle. Now AJ says, well, I'm the one now that is going to end it. And I believe that is exactly what it is going to be. That is what I want. I've got my mind made up. All the clowning that Jake Paul has been doing and disrespect to AJ, putting his hands on AJ, playing with his nipples. Come on, man. What is this? Oh, man. AJ had to hold his hand and tell him, look, don't touch me. Which is crazy enough that he had to do that. You know, but I'm tired of the childishness of this fool, man. Let's knock him out in the sport of boxing. That is what Eddie Hearn wants. That is what I want too, my guys, my people. I know that some people are saying this is only a win-win situation for Jake Paul. How'd you figure that one out? How'd you figure that one out, my guys, my people? Because what if he gets damaged irreparably? How the hell is he going to compete again in a vegetable state? Or mentally so damaged, emotionally so damaged that he just fears to step in the ring again, right? None of these things are laughing matters. They're not jokes. Boxing is not a joke. This guy, right, is not chasing greatness because, I mean, like the amount of fighters that are, I mean, so-called experts saying they respect Jake Paul for taking this opportunity. Where's the respect? He's only taking it for money, my guys, my people. He's not chasing greatness here. He is potlucking. It's called trying your luck. Suicidally, right? In suicidal fashion, right? He's potlucking because where he chasing greatness, he would have prepared himself adequately throughout his career, taking the right steps, fighting the right fighters, going up the levels gradually, improving, gauging himself as he goes along, my guys, my people. So yeah, greatness is something you prepare for. This is not greatness. This is called opportunism, my guys, my people. And yeah, I can't wait for him to get absolutely smashed. Let's get it, my guys, my people. I'm not even gonna bother talking about AJ's jab and AJ's gonna do this. How is he gonna defend himself? This boy can't do nothing. This has been the easiest prediction ever. He's going to get switched off, lights out, right? I'm even more inclined now to say that maybe in round one, right? But because AJ is somebody that likes to measure his opponents, get his jab working, possibly he will stop him maximum in round two. But in round one, I'm more inclined to go round one. But I'm going to stick to my original round two, my guys, my people. That is my final prediction, my guys, my people. At the weigh-in, Jake Paul came in at 216 point something. I can't even remember because I didn't even watch none of this, my guys, my people. I've just overheard something on somebody's phone and I thought, oh. And of course, AJ came in at 243 point something. So he's made the weight very, very comfortably. He's showing Jake Paul though, what was that silly weight clause that you put on me? Get the hell out of here. You're getting knocked out. These are the rules, right? Is 8 3-minute rounds, right? 10-ounce gloves. Those little ass gloves on AJ. Oh man, this is so fitting, right? So absolutely fitting. And then what is it called? AJ, of course, that silly clause on him. It can't go over 245, but he made it well comfortable, very, very comfortable, and I can't wait. It is on, my guys, my people. Jake Paul is joking around, but this joke is ending very badly, my guys, my people. And with that said, Tyson Fury, I'm hearing he's going to be fighting Islam Makhmudov. Ooh, that is super, super dangerous, my guys. Super, super dangerous. Islam Makhmudov, who as an amateur he's got a great amateur record, you know, more of a boxer in the amateur. Before in the pro, it became more of a clubber, a come forward, marauding type of fighter, you know. But in his Dave Allen fight, where he thoroughly thrashed Dave Allen, you can see that he can box. He boxed on the back foot, something that most people didn't even know that he was able to do. So it looks like he's marrying that marauding style, right, that clubbing style, with the boxing style now. So yeah, he could be a challenge for Fury. Be careful. This fight could be harder than some may see it. That Francis Ngannou fight, Fury and Francis Ngannou, is still living in my head, my guys. I can't get rid of it, my guys, my people. That fight there showed you that styles do absolutely make fights, especially as Anthony Joshua came right after and boom, knocked out Ngannou, my guys, my people. So Islam Makhmudov, if it is true, could be real jeopardy. But Frank Warren, he was asked about it by Coogan on IFL, and Frank Warren didn't exactly deny it, did he? No, he didn't. So that could be the fight that we could be getting in Fury's next fight before AJ. Now we also have sorry, my people, we also have tonight fighting Lawrence Okolie and Adeleye fighting in Nigeria, my guys, my people. Lawrence Okolie going up against Ebenezer Tete. David Adeleye, I don't know who is fighting. I'm sorry, my guys. I don't know who is fighting, but he is fighting. Ebenezer Tete is not. Well, what can you say? It's a fight, right? But look, it's not the ideal opposition for Lawrence Okolie, who is #1 under the WBC and has not fought a credible opponent yet. Yeah, so his performance against Lorena, not great, understandable, because he suffered a torn bicep in that fight, which is absolutely excruciating, my guys. But he's all fixed and ready now to go against Ebenezer Tete. If he doesn't knock out Tete in one round, just like Clark, I'm not going to read too much into that, because that stoppage was a bit controversial, wasn't it? It was a bit controversial, and after Clark's lost to Jamie TKV, I think we have a fairly accurate judgment on where Clark is in his career, my guys, my people. Yeah, but let's see how it goes versus Okolie and Tete. I expect him, by the way, to run through Tete. If not, my guys, if not, then we could have a Dillian Whyte level fighter here. And Dillian Whyte, by the time he reached that level that I'm talking about, he was absolutely shot already, my guys, my people. So yeah, if it is that way for Okolie, then it's just a problem of quality, not that he's short. It will be a problem of quality, my guys, my people. Yeah, David Adeleye, like I said, I don't know who the hell he's fighting. MVP Promotions, I mentioned earlier on, they got Caroline Dubois on this card. Who is she fighting again? She is defending her titles in the lightweight division, my guys, my people. And yeah, let's see how it goes for her. But going forward, boy, is it going to be difficult, because one of the champions in her division now, newly crowned, Ellie Turhan from Turkey, boy, can she punch. So Dubois has had a title for some time now. I think unification should be coming around soon. She was looking to unify with Ferreira, the girl who Turhan took the title from, my guys, my people. And Ferreira was a former Olympian, my guys, my people. A bright future she had in women's boxing in the lightweight division. And Turhan just switched off her lights just like that. And you know what, with her punching power, it can be any of those women. So it's very interesting to see how Caroline maneuvers. Will she go for Turhan in a unification, or maybe choose a softer touch, my guys, as a unification, and maybe try to avoid Turhan altogether? It will be interesting. It will be interesting, right? Because Turhan, never mind she knocks out a woman, with her power she can knock out a small man, and you better believe that. You better believe that, my guys, my people. Now, with that said, my guys, my people, yeah, who else do we have? We have Alicia Baumgardner, who is fighting on this card, my guys, my people, after you know, she had her protest. You know, she got stripped of her WBC strap. Otherwise, she would have been the undisputed champion at super featherweight, my guys, my people. However, her opponent is defending against Leila Baudouin, my guys. She will not be fighting for the undisputed strap, but instead, Caroline's 3 unified straps. I mean, not Caroline. Baumgardner's 3 unified straps, my guys, my people. But be careful, this Leila Baudouin, I've heard of her, but I've never really seen her fight. She looks really sturdy, isn't she? She got some really nice, really built shoulders there. You know, so she could be packing some power. She could be packing some power. It doesn't say so on her record, but it's not unusual. Her record is 13 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws, and 2 coming via KO, and she is 24 years old. As for as for Alicia Baumgardner, 31 years old, 16 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws, and 7 KO. So her record says that Baumgardner has, you know, the power edge by a huge mile, my guys, my people. But even then, let's see what happens. Baumgardner talks a lot, but she doesn't always show up. She doesn't always show up. In her last fight against Miranda, right, she didn't really show up, did she? Close fight. She made it close. She won, but it was close, my guys. Let's see what we get this time around. And with that said, I'm done with this one. I'm done with this one, you know. So before you leave, my guys, my people, do carefully subscribe. Push that notification button so you know when the new stuff arrives, my guys, my people. I'm talking about, yeah, the new stuff, yeah. So yeah, nice to have you guys. Before you leave, do like, subscribe, and of course drop your comments below. And as always, stay super blessed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. We out there.